Good morning. There she is, little Miss Pyaar and I out and about for a morning walk. Gonna be a quick walk. It's not gonna be one of those walks where she gets to stop and sniff. And we have another gorgeous day here. These high, they're not even fluffy clouds, they're just wannabe clouds. And it's not too breezy, you can tell by the flags. So it's gorgeous. Speaking of gorgeous, how are you? I hope that everything is going well for you. How did you sleep? Have you had any challenges yet today, or how were they yesterday? You know, sometimes some days are easier than others. Understand that completely. Yesterday was okay for me. Got a lot of work done. Oh, update on the pool. Yesterday, they were supposed to come out for the pool to do the tile work. A month ago, we went to Tucson, to the pool store, where they have the tile and all that. Picked out the tile, picked out the pebble deck, picked out the coping. So, we get a text yesterday morning. They were supposed to be out yesterday morning. We get a text saying that the tile store is out of the tile that we chose. And he sends me pictures, 5 other pictures of different tile. Yeah. Now we were there a month ago. We picked out the tile a month ago. Why was that tile not set aside, earmarked for this project? Why? It makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. So, I chose another tile. He came back and said that they had plenty of that tile in stock and that the guy will be out today. So we'll see. We'll see if they show up. We'll see if we get any tile work done today. They said the guy will be here between 7 and 9. So we'll see if they show. But I don't think I'm wrong here. You know, and if the tile place said, well, we're not going to hold it if you don't pay us for it, then you give them money for it. I don't understand. But hopefully they show up today with the other tile and everything will be fine. The other tile I chose is perfectly good. So I'm not stressing over that. Just amazed at what didn't happen. And then what did happen as a result of what I believe to be the right thing happening. Oh well, that's just the little update on the pool. And if they come today, I'll make sure to capture what I can on a video and share that with you. And Jeff did not wet the concrete today because he thought if the concrete was wet, he wasn't sure if they're going to be able to do the tile. So he can always do it later today, if they say that it's okay to do. And that's the update on the pool. But I had this thought while I was driving from my sister's to here, back to home. And I always say, when you do something for somebody, to just give without expectation. And to give it from your heart, right? Don't do it because you feel obligated. Do it because you feel, whatever it is, that it's like the right thing to do. And it's something that you want to do. And I used to have this conversation with my husband a lot because he'd be like, I've done this, that, and the other thing for these people and they're not doing anything, when I need them. And I would tell him this all the time. I'd be like, look, why are you doing it? Are you showing up and doing for you? Or are you showing up and doing for them? So it took a while, but now he kind of gets it. And when we show up and do for others, there's no expectation of anything in return. So there's that, And oftentimes, the other thing to kind of look at and consider, and it's kind of is it a Buddhist thing? I don't know. I'm going to call it a Buddhist thing. But when we do something, when we show up, and we do some act of kindness, and maybe it feels like we're showing up for the same person all the time, and they're not showing up for us. Two different ways to look at this, right? Are they showing up for us? Because sometimes they show up for you in different ways, right? Like, let's say your friend is moving and you go and you help them pack up their house and you help them organize all the boxes and everything. And then say you're having a really bad day and they call you out of the blue and come on girl, and you tell them about this bad day you're having, and they talk to you and they help bring you down. They just turned up for you. Maybe not in that equal measure, right? In that same, I want to say equal measure, in that same act, right? You did some physical packing and organizing, but they were there for you in this other way, which has nothing to do with what you did. So did they show up for you? Yes, they did. Also, and this one kind of relates to karma. That's definitely a Buddhist thing. But your friends that show up for you, or you show up rather for other people, right? You show up for them in whatever way it is, whether you're the listening ear or, you're doing this physical act. And maybe you get absolutely nothing back from that person. But to remember that kindness is circular. So the person that you're directly facing and giving to is not giving back to you. But if you turn around, there's somebody giving you something. There's somebody there for you, all around you. But you're so focused, right, on the one person in front of you that we forget about all the other things happening around us. So sometimes we feel a little taken advantage of. And maybe when you start to feel that way, kind of take a look around, maybe turn around, because there are lots of people giving to you in other ways, that are there for you in other ways. So it was kind of my thought today, kind of a deep thought, right? Like, wow, that happened at 6 o'clock in the morning to you. Yeah, I did. And I thought, maybe that's something I'll share. Because I know we all have we all have friends that it feels like they just take and take and take from us. And if that's not good for you and that's not healthy for you, then that's something that you need to change. And that's perfectly fine. Because those energy vampires, just sucking everything out of you and not giving you anything, those are tough, right? But do you have people that you recharge from? Because we do have those people in our lives. We do have those people that let us know, oh my gosh, I don't have to be talked at all the time. I can talk too. We can have a two-way conversation. It's not all them just spewing and taking everything out of me. So then you've got your other friends where you can talk to, and they're okay with that, right? And then they talk back to you. And in this conversation, because conversations go both ways, you get recharged. You don't feel as drained. You actually start to feel energized. So, just being aware of who's draining you. Come on, girl. And make sure that you have a way to balance that out. That you have somebody that's going to feed you. And then there are other things that we can do, right, to kind of feed ourselves too. Those ways to let go. Because a lot of times for people, whenever you have that person in your life that's always pushing into you, taking away from you, how do you recharge? Besides that friend that you have this two-way conversation with, and then you start to feel a little better and a little more energized. But there are other ways that we can let all of that go and draw in. I am a big proponent of getting out in nature, whatever that may look like. Walking your little dog or your big dog. Being out in the sunshine. It just feels so good. Really does. Just to be energized by the sun. Like, we are solar powered. We need to have this natural light. Come on, girl. We're not Gollum. We're not living in the shadows, We're not underground. And if you're not sure who Gollum is, that's a Lord of the Rings reference, or Hobbit reference. The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy books. There are movies too, but the books are so much better. If you haven't read them, you should give them a try. And if you have read them, maybe reread them. Movies are okay, but the books are way better. And so yeah, for me, right, I like to get out in nature. I like to be outside walking. I like to be hiking. Come on, girl. I enjoy anything outside. I really do. Biking, that doesn't matter. And for some people, like my sister, loves to go to the gym. That recharges her. It physically exhausts her, yes, but then she just feels so much better. She's totally recharged. Mentally, physically, she's just like ready. So we all have our thing. Hang on, there's a paper in the middle of the road here. So I picked up the paper so it's not in the middle of the road. And you want to go? Okay. Come on, girl. Somebody's trying to leave their driveway. I was giving them the opportunity. I'd say his driveway is as steep as ours, and he's got his truck parked in it. I would not park my car in my driveway. It's just so steep. It's crazy. So that was my thought for today that I wanted to share with you. To maybe remember that when you feel like you're just, somebody is taking and taking and taking from you, that there is somebody else. Might not be that same person, someone else in that circle that's giving to you, that's showing up for you, that's there for you. And they're not always in the same manner. Like, they're not going to be packing the boxes for you, but they might be unpacking mentally for you. So just know that you do have people around you. We just get so focused on that one person that we're giving so much to that we lose sight of all the other wonderful things that all the other wonderful people are doing and how they're showing up for us. That was my thought for you today. And I hope that I'm one of those people that shows up for you. And I hope that I give you a little bit of energy and a little bit of sunshine. Just to give you some Arizona sunshine. And I want to just let you know that I appreciate you. I appreciate you watching the videos. I appreciate your energy. Even if you're not watching the videos and you're thinking about me positively, I thank you so much, because all of that matters. All of that is felt. All of that kind of energy. It's intangible. It's not something you touch, but it's something that's out there that definitely affects us. Come here, girl. All right. She runs up that driveway like she's getting in the house before I get there. Crazy girl. So I just wanted to pop on, share those thoughts with you, and put that paper in there and let you know that I care, that I'm around, and I'd love for you to drink your water today. And I hope that you have an amazing day, and I hope that you get out there and you just be fabulous. Be fabulous on purpose. Up in their face. And I will see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the little bell. If you're on YouTube, that will give you the notifications. It'll let you know when I've posted something. And I will talk to you very soon. Have a great day. One thing I forgot to tell you that I did yesterday. We went to the library. I had gotten an email, and I noticed on the email, I don't know, the email came from the city, and there was something about the library on there, so I clicked on it. And the library has a lot of programs. I know all libraries do. I'm looking for something for my husband to do in the afternoon to, give him something to do besides sit around. And I noticed they had like beginning Spanish classes. They had some clay pottery kind of classes, that sort of thing going on. So I said, let's go to the library. So we ran to the library. We got library cards. I guess that makes us official residents now. Forget about the driver's license. Anybody can get a driver's license. It's the library card that now makes us all official. But we got our library cards, and he is interested in taking a beginning Spanish class. I was shocked. Of course, there's only one class left for this season. And so they'll probably start up again, she said, in the fall. so he is willing to take a Spanish class during the afternoon. So yay! And there were a couple other activities that I kind of pointed out to him, and he's like, no. I'm like, oh, just give it a try. You don't know. But I wanted to tell you we went to the library and we got library cards. And it's a nice library. It's been a long time since I went to the library. And for the size of our town, it's kind of a big library. And I mean, they have a lot of computers there that, you know, anybody can use. There were several people there enjoying the services that the library has to offer. They have a movie in the afternoon, so maybe he'll join the movie, you know. And I said, oh, look, they have movies. And he's like, I can see these on TV. I said, but you won't meet people if you are watching it on TV from your couch. So we're gonna get him there. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to just pop back on and share with you that we went to the library and we got library cards, and that they have quite a bit to offer. And I was happy with that. And let's see. I thought that was kind of cool. So that was it. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notifications bell, all the things. I appreciate you, and we'll see you really soon.